All right, so I decided to make a quick little video for you guys that are working on the assignment, and I do want to do a quiz tomorrow. So hopefully this helps. If you are watching this, when you finish this, or right now, pause it quick, let everyone else in the class know this video exists. They should check their email because not everyone checks their email or knows that this exists. So as you are working on a problem, I'm just going to pull one out of the book, not one that I gave you, obviously, because that's too easy. Oh, I don't know why I did that one. That's what I want. Right there's what I want. Okay. So as we work on these problems that we're working on, so I'm just going to pull up 19 from the book. Oh, I am driving myself nuts here. So 19 from the book is negative 15w squared minus w plus 28. As we do that, sorry, I'm just gonna, you can see my face. How are we done? So as we solve this, first of all, we never want to factor out something that has a negative out front. So I'm just going to get rid of that by factoring it out. So get rid of the negative. So now it's just a 15w squared. And I've noticed a lot of us are making this mistake. When I take out this negative, everything changes. So this negative is now a positive w. And then this positive is now minus 28. Oh, this one's going to be annoying to do. But anyway, so from here, I need to then break down this w so that it comes out to be good for the 15 and the 28. Here's the new trick. So I don't know if you remember yesterday when I was trying to get you to take this number and this number times themselves. So we were multiplying those out, and then I got really stuck. I got really lost because our book was kind of being obnoxious. But here's why I was doing that. And here's what's going to happen. So 15 times 28, you get a massive number. So, I mean, calculators are always fair game because sometimes big numbers. So 420, when I take these two together, I need to find factors of 420 that when I combine them, it equals 1 because I have 1w. So like, um, obviously 15 and 28, those will not give me 1. But otherwise, if I take 420 divided by somewhere in between, let's say divided by 20, ooh, so just by trial and error here, 20 times 21 is 420. Luckily, these two numbers, if I subtract 20 from 21, I get 1. So I'll do another example of this too, so it's not quite such a big number. These are going to be my two numbers I'm going to break it down into. And so I'm going to take the 20 with 15 because then I can take out a 5. So then this plus 20w. And then I'm going to break down the 21w minus 28. So I can take out a 7 from both of those. So now once we get to this step, what can come out of 15 and 20? Well, I can take out a 5w from each of those, which then gives me 3w plus 4. And then from here, 21 and 28, I can take out a 7. So with that 7, that leaves me with a 3w minus 4. Shoot. What did I do here? Because it should be a plus 4, shouldn't it be? No, it should be a minus 4. What am I missing here? Oh. Oh, no. Okay. So this needed to be a negative 21. So I need to take out a minus sign to make it now positive, and this becomes a plus. So sorry. Because if I didn't, sorry, I'm backtracking. 20 plus 21 is 41. With this negative, it's 20. Shoot. Okay, sorry, never mind. Got to go all the way back. See, this is why you can't rush through math. So this needs to be a negative 20 plus 21 to equal positive 1 because this is positive since I changed it. So my bad on that one. I know, I'm sorry. So this needs to be a plus, sorry, not a plus, a minus 20 W. And then this is going to be a positive 21W minus 28. So again, I'm just taking negative 20W plus 21W to get back to 1. So these are the two I broke it down into. I'm using 20 and 21 because they multiply to get to 420. And remember, 420 was the result of 15 times 28. So now we're good. Now I can factor out the way I wanted to. I'm going to take out a 5W, which will leave me with a 3W minus 4. And then here I'm going to take out a positive 7, which leaves me with a 3W minus 4. So then now I got to just combine everything. Technically, I need one more parentheses. So I still have the negative on the outside, 5W plus 7. And then these two terms are the same. That's how I know I did it right. Minus 4. And that becomes your answer. All right, hopefully that's making sense. And if it's not, I apologize. Let's see one more. And I'll show you how that all works. So then let's try one that's not such big numbers. Let's go. Oh, okay, it helps to pay attention to what I'm doing. 8m squared plus 20m. Sorry, not 20, 30. You swear I'm old because I can't see the book 2 feet away from me. Okay, so on this one, so I don't need to take out any negatives because it's already positive, but we look at 30 and we need to break it down into numbers that are convenient for 8 and 7. So the trick, again, what I tried to start with yesterday that for some reason I was blanking on, take 8 times 7, so A times C, 7, 8 is 56. So I need to find factors of 56 that add up to 30. So I'm just going to give you all the factors because why not? So 1 and 56, 2 and 28. Then we have 3 doesn't do it, 4 and, let's use calculator because I'm drawing a blank, 4 and 14. 5 doesn't, I don't think, yeah, 6 doesn't, 7 doesn't, 8 doesn't. I don't think 8 doesn't. Divided by, well, okay, so yeah, 7 and 8 obviously because that's what we started with. So these are all the factors of 56. We need to find the factor that adds up to 30, which here we are. So I know I taught you that it's trial and error, but this eliminates most of that trial because I could use numbers like negative 50 and positive 80, right? I could if I wanted to because this adds up to 30, but that's a pain in the butt. So instead of guessing and plugging in all those numbers, we limited it to 1, 2, 3, 4 possible options. So luckily, we know 2 and 28 equals 30. So let's break this down into 8m squared plus, which one's more convenient? 2, because I could go 28 and divide like a 4 or something, but 28 goes much better with 7. Because obvious reasons. So plus 28m plus 7. So all I'm doing is breaking this down into these two, and then let's group them. So what comes out of 8m squared? Well, I can take out a 2m, which gives me 4m plus 1. What comes out of this? I can take out a 7, which gives me 4m plus 1. So then once we know that we get these two things, let's go highlighter, let's go green. Once these two match, we know we did it right. So all we have to do, take this and this, 2m plus 7. That's your first binomial. And then take, let's just go light blue. Take these two things and just put one of them. So 4m plus 1. So that ends up being your final answer. Hopefully this is making some sense. Hopefully that helps you on your assignment, which was, I think, what, 1 through 21, every other even? Every other odd, sorry, every other odd. So 1, 5, 9, 13, 17, and 21. If we go back real quick, so this is one that we did in class that we didn't get all the way done with it, but the final answer that you should have is this. So negative 8h minus 3, h plus 2. So then how did I know to use 1 and 12? Well, when I take these two numbers, 8 and 6, I get 48. So I break it down into different factors. The only ones that when you combine them give you a negative 13 is, highlighter pink, is this. Negative 16 times 3 is 48. So I eliminated a whole bunch of guessing and checking. So I know it has to be 16 and 3, which I didn't actually solve this one. But if I did, I know 16 and 3 works. This one does not. I thought I had the answer, but I did not. So 16 and 3. So it ends up being, I factored out this negative 1, or just the negative, so that's 8h squared. To be a negative, it has to be they're both negative. So negative 16m plus 3m minus 6. So when I combine these two, I get back to a negative. Shoot, never mind. I keep forgetting to change the sign. Because when I take out this becomes positive, this is positive, this is negative. So positive, negative. So 8h squared, and it has to equal a positive. So we're going to go plus 16h minus 3h minus 6. Because combining these two gives you a 13h. So then keep the negative out here. I can take out an 8h from both of these. Leave me with h plus 2. And then from here I can take out a negative 3, give me an h plus 2. So then final answer, negative on the outside, 8h minus 3, h plus 2. So this is the answer from the last one we didn't get to. And again, I know it was a 16 and a 3 because they are factors of 48, which we got from 6 times 8. Same thing works for this one. If we took 5 times 1, that's 5, so that's two numbers that have to add up to 5, which would be 5m plus 1m, so 5 and 1. If we did this one, 4 times 5 is 20, and so factors of 20 would be 1 and 20, and since it was a negative 20, we had to go with 1 minus 20, which minus 20 and 1. And then let's look at this one. 4 times 8 is 24. Factors of 24 would be 2 and 12, which 2 and 12, so negative 2 minus 12 equals the negative 14 we're looking for. So the key thing is to always, we know we got to break this down into not factors, but two things that add up to it. Look at the A and the C, the first and the last term. Multiply them, find factors that combine to this. Hopefully that makes sense. If not, I do apologize. Hopefully that helps. Have a good day. Good luck on our quiz tomorrow. Hopefully it won't be too many questions. Adios.